searching our memory banks of this sport. Crazy comebacks, record-breaking performances. But it's not often we get a rivalry game that features a piece of agriculture as a prize at the end of a four-quarter battle, but that's exactly what we have in store here. Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home to the Northern Illinois Huskies. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Ball State Cardinals, squaring off with another team from the map, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the run, it's Parrish. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Huskies will snap it on first and 10. Trying to get the corner. Finds a little space. Across the 35. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. A little history here about the trophy. The bronze stalk was designed by a famous local DeKalb, Illinois sculptor and artist, Rene Bemis. And David, as a man of your refined taste, I'm sure acutely aware of the fact that it depicts 2 maize corn stalks, which you might see in this region of the country.
Yeah, corn. I mean, you just a fancy way of saying there's a lot of corn near.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Finds his tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Cardinals have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the air, it's Baker. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Scanning the field is Hilton. Fears the pressure. Finds a man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Hilton. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. And they get him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Fox. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. First meeting between these two ended as a tie in 1941. They've had some breaks, but since 1997, they've met annually.
Well, that was a 6-6 tie all the way back in 1941. I hope we're going to be getting some more points in this one, but as that score indicated, David, every time these two teams meet up is generally pretty close.
It is close. I mean, we've seen all kinds of fun things over the years, but the games are close, the rivalry is big, and that bronze corn stalk is on the line.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it in. Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year. But I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 10 over Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Baker. Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Using his legs, it's Hart. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Rushes on him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going.
Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lyon. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Baker. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ball State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Caught over the middle, it's Lyle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. It's 3rd down.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. On the option, he'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Looking to pass, it's Hilton. Grab near the sticks, it's Parrish. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Fox. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the 1st down.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's now
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, we'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. The running back has it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's Lyle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Hilton. Skips away from pressure. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Using his legs, it's Morris. Shakes off the defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Looking for room. It's Parrish. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Hilton. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He's got it. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 10 to Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Baker. Spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Pick off. What a play by this defense. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Wide open spaces. The 40. At the 20. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To throw, it's Baker. Using his legs to buy some time. He's taking the deep shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football, so faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. The Bronze Star, a unique trophy, and Northern Illinois earned a celebration in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.